Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A firm in the publishing business. The proprietor of a newspaper. A person engaged in publishing periodicals or books or music. A firm in the publishing business. A firm in the publishing business. A firm in the publishing business. The proprietor of a newspaper. A business firm that publishes newspapers. Provide housing for. The immigrants were housed in a new development outside the town. A social unit living together. It was a good Christian household. The members of a business organization that owns or operates one or more establishments. He worked for a brokerage house. Astrology, one of 12 equal areas into which the zodiac is divided. A building where theatrical performances or motion picture shows can be presented. The house was full. A building in which something is sheltered or located. They had a large carriage house. A dwelling that serves as living quarters for one or more families. He has a house on Cape Cod. An official assembly having legislative powers. A bicameral legislature has 2 houses. Aristocratic family line. Contain or cover. This box houses the gears. Play in which children take the roles of father or mother or children and pretend to interact like adults. The children were playing house. The audience gathered together in a theater or cinema. The house applauded. The management of a gambling house or casino. The house gets a percentage of every bet. The members of a religious community living together. The members of a business organization that owns or operates one or more establishments. Not liable to fluctuate or especially to fall. Stocks are still firm. The members of a business organization that owns or operates one or more establishments. With resolute determination. We firmly believed it. Unwavering in devotion to friend or vow or cause. A firm ally. Marked by firm determination or resolution, not shakeable. Firm convictions. Securely fixed in place. The post was still firm after being hit by the car. Strong and sure. A firm grasp. Make taut or totter. Become taut or totter. Your muscles will firm when you exercise regularly. Not soft or yielding to pressure. A firm mattress. Not subject to revision or change. A firm contract. Of especially a person's physical features, not shaking or trembling. His voice was firm and confident. Possessing the tone and resiliency of healthy tissue. Firm muscles. Securely established. Holds a firm position as the country's leading poet. A person who owns something. They are searching for the owner of the car. Law. Someone who owns, is legal possessor of, a business. He is the owner of a chain of restaurants. Law. Someone who owns, is legal possessor of, a business. A person engaged in one of the learned professions. An authority qualified to teach apprentices. An athlete who plays for pay. Engaged in a profession or engaging in as a profession or means of livelihood. The professional man or woman possesses distinctive qualifications. Engaged in by members of a profession. Professional occupations include medicine and the law and teaching. Characteristic of or befitting a profession or one engaged in a profession. Professional conduct. Of or relating to or suitable as a profession. Professional organizations. Of or relating to a profession. We need professional advice. A person engaged in one of the learned professions. The physical object that is the product of a newspaper publisher. When it began to rain, he covered his head with a newspaper. An essay, especially one written as an assignment. A daily or weekly publication on folded sheets, contains news and articles and advertisements. He read his newspaper at breakfast. Cover with wallpaper. A business firm that publishes newspapers. Murdoch owns many newspapers. A material made of cellulose pulp derived mainly from wood or rags or certain grasses. A medium for written communication. The notion of an office running without paper is absurd. A scholarly article describing the results of observations or stating hypotheses. He has written many scientific papers. Cover with paper. Paper the box. A business firm that publishes magazines. He works for a magazine. A metal frame or container holding cartridges, can be inserted into an automatic gun. A light tight supply chamber holding the film and supplying it for exposure as required. A storehouse, as a compartment on a warship, where weapons and ammunition are stored. A periodic publication containing pictures and stories and articles of interest to those who purchase it or subscribe to it. It takes several years before a magazine starts to break even or make money. Product consisting of a paperback periodic publication as a physical object. Tripped over a pile of magazines. A business firm that publishes magazines. The physical object that is the product of a newspaper publisher. When it began to rain, he covered his head with a newspaper. Cheap paper made from wood pulp and used for printing newspapers. They used bales of newspaper every day. A daily or weekly publication on folded sheets, contains news and articles and advertisements. He read his newspaper at breakfast. A business firm that publishes newspapers. Murdoch owns many newspapers. A powerful newspaper proprietor. United States newspaper publisher, born in Hungary, who established the Pulitzer Prizes, 1847 to 1911. United States newspaper publisher and half-brother of Edward Willis Scripps, 1835 to 1908. United States newspaper publisher whose introduction of large headlines and sensational reporting changed American journalism, 1863 to 1951. United States diplomat who was instrumental in opening Japan to foreign trade, 1804 to 1878. Publisher of the first newspaper printed in America, 1673 to 1713. Irish writer noted for his sexually explicit but unreliable autobiography, 1856 to 1931. United States author who wrote the stories about Uncle Remus, 1848 to 1908. United States linguist, born in Ukraine, who developed mathematical linguistics and interpreted speech and writing in a social context, 1909 to 1992. British Marshal of the Royal Air Force. During World War II, he directed mass bombing raids against German cities that resulted in heavy civilian casualties, 1892 to 1984. British newspaper publisher, 1865 to 1922. British newspaper publisher and politician, born in Canada, confidant of Winston Churchill, 1879 to 1964. United States newspaper publisher who founded an important press association, half-brother of James Edmund Scripps, 1854 to 1926. Publisher of the first newspaper printed in America, 1673 to 1713. British newspaper publisher and politician, born in Canada, confidant of Winston Churchill, 1879 to 1964. United States newspaper publisher, born in Hungary, who established the Pulitzer Prizes, 1847 to 1911. British newspaper publisher, 1865 to 1922. United States newspaper publisher and half-brother of Edward Willis Scripps, 1835 to 1908. United States newspaper publisher who founded an important press association, half-brother of James Edmund Scripps, 1854 to 1926. British newspaper publisher, 1865 to 1922. British newspaper publisher and politician, born in Canada, confidant of Winston Churchill, 1879 to 1964.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.